Displacement and double displacement reaction. Let's learn first displacement reaction. A chemical reaction in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its aqueous salt solution is called displacement reaction. For example, suppose A is more reactive element and B in BC is less reactive element. So A is capable to displace B from BC. So it is forming here AC and now B is displaced by A. So here in displacement reaction we need to remember one thing, that highly reactive metal displaces less reactive metal. Since A is more reactive or highly reactive, it is displacing B from BC in this example. Here A is displacing B from BC, forming AC, and now B is free. Let's see some more examples of displacement reaction. When you keep iron rod or iron filings in copper sulfate solution, this copper sulfate solution is prepared in aqueous medium, means the copper sulfate crystals are dissolved in water. The color of copper sulfate solution is blue. When you leave iron filings in copper sulfate solution for few minutes, you will observe that the blue color of copper sulfate solution fades away and green color, a light green color solution is formed. What is this light color solution, light green color solution? This light green color solution is actually of ferrous sulfate. And you will see a reddish brown deposition of copper metal over iron filings. What happened? Here, since iron is more reactive than copper, it displaces copper from copper sulfate solution and forms ferrous sulfate. When you see the reaction here the iron is displacing copper and now copper is free. So here this iron is taking the place of copper and forming ferrous sulfate, FeSO4, and here copper is free. These are the observations of this reaction. What you will observe? You will observe that blue color of copper sulfate solution fades and changes into light green solution. What we observe, second observation, is the iron nail has a brownish coating on its surface. That iron nail, if you will keep the iron filings, a reddish brown deposition you will clearly observe in this reaction. See in this picture, the iron nail is kept in copper sulfate solution. So the blue color of copper sulfate solution turns to light green color after some time, and then you will see a reddish brown deposition on iron nail. Some more examples of displacement reaction, like zinc metal when you put in sulfuric acid. So zinc metal, since more reactive than hydrogen, it displaces hydrogen from here. It is displacing. Now hydrogen is free. So this zinc is taking the place of hydrogen and forming a solution of zinc sulfate, aqueous solution of zinc sulfate. And hydrogen is free. It liberates in the form of gas. Next example here, copper when react with silver nitrate. When copper metal is placed in silver nitrate solution is colorless. Since copper is more reactive than silver, it displaces silver from its aqueous solution and form copper nitrate solution, and now silver is free. In this reaction between copper and silver nitrate, we observe the colorless solution of silver nitrate turns blue. Another example of displacement reaction is aluminothermy or thermite reaction. When ferric oxide, the powder of ferric oxide, reacts with aluminium powder, since aluminium is more reactive, aluminium displaces iron from ferric oxide, form aluminium oxide, and iron is free. This reaction is highly exothermic. It produces lots of heat, so we get iron in molten state. See its state symbol, it is written L, means iron we get in the molten state, and we get aluminium oxide. This reaction is known as aluminothermy or thermite reaction. This reaction has an application that it is used for welding broken parts of iron machinery. Aluminothermite process or the thermite reaction is used for the welding purpose of any broken iron parts. Here one thing you have to note it down, that all displacement reactions are exothermic reaction. In this thermite reaction, I said a lot of heat is produced, a high amount of heat is produced, and that heat is enough to melt the iron in the molten state. So you can understand a large amount of heat is producing, you can understand. Rest all here, this copper and silver nitrate when react, here also heat is produced. Zinc and sulfuric acid is when reacts, the heat is produced. So this can be identified that reaction mixture becomes a little bit warm. If we place copper metal in zinc sulfate solution, we observe no reaction takes place. Here zinc sulfate is colorless solution. This is containing zinc sulfate. It is colorless solution, and we have placed a strip of copper in zinc sulfate solution. When we leave it for long time, no changes you will observe, because copper is less reactive than zinc. So copper is not able to displace zinc from its salt solution, so there will be no changes. You will not observe any change in the color of the solution. Here you must be thinking that how we get to know that which metal is more reactive and which metal is less reactive, because displacement reaction is totally based on reactivity of metal. A more reactive is displacing less reactive metal. In all the given examples, a highly reactive metal is displacing less reactive metal. So how we get to know that which metal is highly reactive and which metal is less reactive? To know this, we have reactivity series. What is reactivity series? The arrangement of metals in vertical column in order of their decreasing reactivities from top to bottom is called reactivity series. The elements which lies in reactivity series, the element which at the top of the reactivity series can displaces the metals lies below them. When you see the reactivity series, you will find iron is above than copper. That's why iron is able to displace in this reaction. Here zinc lies above hydrogen, so zinc can displace hydrogen. Here copper lies above silver, that's why displacement is possible. Displacement reaction depends on reactivity of metals. The reactivity of metals we can find out by reactivity series. The elements which lie, or the metal which lies in the top of the reactivity series, are more reactive, and those elements which lies below are less reactive. Here this is the hydrogen in the middle of the reactivity series. The metals lie above this hydrogen are highly reactive, and metals lie below the hydrogen are less reactive. Overall, you see the reactivity of metal decreases on moving down in the reactivity series. Double displacement reaction. A chemical reaction which involves the mutual exchange of ions between the reactants in aqueous solution is called double displacement reaction. For example, aqueous solution of salt AB when adds to the aqueous solution of CD, the exchange of ions between these two solutions will take place and we get AD and CV. See, in this reaction, AB and CD are exchanging their ions. B is negatively charged and here C is positively charged. So C and B combines forming CB. A is positively charged and D is negatively charged. So these two combines and form AD. So what is happening actually in double displacement reaction? The exchange of ions between two salt takes place in their aqueous medium. So we can say double displacement reaction generally occurs between two ionic compounds. These compounds are ionic because only ionic compounds carries positive and negative charges. Okay, so they exchange their ions. For example, if we take two test tubes, in one test tube we take the barium chloride salt and in another test tube we take sodium sulfate salt, and we prepare the aqueous solution of these two salt. Means in both of the test tubes we add water and prepare the separate solutions of barium chloride and sodium sulfate. When we mix these two solutions, then this reaction takes place in this manner. See, barium chloride. So here barium is positively charged and chloride is negatively charged because it is ionic compound. Double displacement reaction takes place between the ionic compounds. Here the sodium sulfate, sodium is positively charged and sulfate is negatively charged. When these two solutions are mixed together, the exchange of ions takes place. What is happening? Here the positive charge of sodium sulfate, that is sodium, which is cation, combines with anion of barium chloride, that is Cl minus, to form sodium chloride, NaCl. So this is formed here NaCl. And barium is positively charged combining with sulfate forming barium sulfate. So what is happening? Exchanging of their ions. You just remember that in double displacement reaction there is no question of reactivity. That one metal is highly reactive and another metal is less reactive, then a displacement takes place. This happens in single displacement reaction. In double displacement reaction, both the ions displaces each other. Here, chlorine, barium is displacing sodium and sodium is displacing chlorine. In this reaction, a white precipitate of barium sulfate is formed. In most of the double displacement reaction, you will observe the formation of precipitate. So when barium chloride combines with sodium sulfate, it gives a white precipitate of barium sulfate, and sodium chloride remains dissolved in the solution. So here we will observe a white precipitate of barium. See, in double displacement reaction, since exchange of ion taking place here, when sodium sulfate and barium chloride reacts together, so it is showing the exchange of ions.